Like a roadmap, black hole grasp on the throat that won't hold back. Old habit, Kodak moments go past. I wrote stains on the toe tag. Old man made me so sad that no taste of the cognac or Prozac antidote twist my skull off with his head like a whole 9-inch nails pressed to the bone. Exit alone, tried and failed life, inhaled dead to the world. Ethanol on your pedestal, churn chemical burns hurt worse than skeletal. So skeptical at first, perfect cursive and how sweet silver bells all seem to say please go away. Demons will play, eating away new, young and old food for the soul. Less that you know, the less that you feel. I'm cursed with intelligence I can't heal. Kneel, kill, death to the bourgeois proletariat with a new song, noose on a bony neck, loneliness, opiate, and a bruised jaw. Allah's not, nobody owns me, no job, robot, no cold feet, no God, only strong, no home, no soul, sold so long. In a dead world, I'm a good boy, but I'm a better girl. Eyes closed, finger on the trigger, 1 inch different. I'm free. You're a widow, liquor, liver, suboxone under my tongue. Private note, one more time for dying young. I had fun watching father try to run, but he left a black hole inside his son. If we're being frank, I'm an average Joe, cop shop, taking Johnny Jack and Coke. Your tsunami of Henri honestly couldn't even reach the back row. So how do you expect to drown me? Don't found me or harm me. You and what army are we clear? I'm here in a rear view mirror, coming to a theater near you to steer you away from your fear. Stage bound, usually it's break a leg. She told me to break a heart, I didn't know what to say exactly, so I walked away and later thought I should have at least told her thanks. But that's how that goes, where the grass grows, there's a past in the time capsule. I'm attracted to a chateau, every last trip till I'm flat broke. Let's make this storm feel clean. Coward man, war machine, sour plants, plots and schemes, rotten fruit, rotten dreams. Thoughtlessly, I told a lie, nothing I won't do to save my own behind. I'm alive while burning dead inside, but I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead until I've died.
Yeah, cut your wrist on a blade of glass. I can't change my past, but I can kiss the now and make it last. Take out the trash, crash, burn, another relapse. Turn, rehash me, perhaps there's an in-between smile and frown behind your mask.
It's my fault, but I blame the world to a small degree. I've never seen the sky cause I've been too scared it would fall on me. So what? You're mad cause I don't wanna talk, but you'd be even more pissed off if I told you what I really thought. So just walk away. You're better off never caring what I say. I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of faces. I don't miss none of them and they don't miss me. Fell in love with sensation, now I'm my own mental patient, but that's the price you pay if you wanna live free. Kill my dedication, put me on your medication, drop me off in space and never come to get me. Nothing that I say has ever been that amazing, so when I die do me a favor and forget me. Forget me, forget me, forget me, forget me.
Well, something in the air makes me not wanna care. Let them stare till I'm riding on an empty spare. Follow the vein straight as it drapes across the landscape, in the sand and the lake, off the beaten path. Learn the secret math, keeping the laughs tucked deep in the back of luck. Happy as fuck, but nobody's convinced. Play daddy to the love and try to drop a couple hints. Ever since I first came to learn all the right turns, I was cursed with a cigarette burns and the lost words. Found inspiration inside your misery, always trying to take an inch more than what they're giving me. Dear God, let me die on the rich people's lawn, cause I'm not so sure they're gonna learn my songs. Every morning he repeats that same shit, spends the day dying to be famous. Well, another day shot, and I'm thinking this aquarium is deeper than the last one. My castle was never made of sand, it's one big aluminum can. The chateau of the dam, the shadow of the man you pretend you are. Had a rough lot that got caught and went too far. And if I did have a car, I'd go broke from the gas on the shoulder of the road while you roll past.
I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of faces. I don't miss none of them and they don't miss me. Fell in love with sensation, now I'm my own mental patient, but that's the price you pay if you wanna live free. Kill my dedication, put me on your medication, drop me off in space and never come to get me. Nothing that I say has ever been that amazing, so when I die do me a favor and forget me. Forget me, forget me, forget me, forget me.
I don't want to talk about religion or anything, and yet I think
there is a way out of this mess, Jared. Just can't think your way out of it. Thought is your enemy. I know. I gotta think less. I had that thought actually. You have to let go. Let go. Let go of what? Let go of you. I mean, think about it. What have you done for you lately? I'm having trouble following you, Nelson. You have to jump in. Jump in back on the scopes? No, in the water. The river? Yes, jump in the river. 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 Jump in the river.
We're all born into this river without knowing how to swim, and eventually we learn how to keep the water under our chins. Sometimes this river's so cold to be in, freezing my soul, solidifying my skin. Regardless of how far I see, I never see my travels in. We're carried by the current, being driven by the wind. The scenery we pass will never see again, so we store it up as memories and don't let go of them. We're under a spell thinking that the river should go straight. We set goals and desire to control our own fate, but all the pain we experience is a result of our expectations, cause it's the river's nature to twist and turn. The shit can burn, and I know it. I have the same conflict, but I try to sit and flow with this river's natural process. Sometimes when I watch
watch myself float downstream, I see the beauty of it all, and it feels like a dream. And at that time I appreciate the river's course. Some call it God, reality, momentum, force. I stare up at the naked moon as she stares down at me. Outside thoughts boundaries, I'm all I look outward to see. The universe is not something separate from yourself. I know you feel alone, but that's why I'm here to help. I know you feel alone, but just look up at the stars, and everything that is out there is what you really are. We gotta learn to see the beauty in each moment of life. Everyone has different paths and we're seeking the light. The world is divided between peasants and kings, but the truth is everybody's looking for the same thing. Now I want you to know the role you play's part of the whole. Without you it couldn't be, and I mean that with compassion. So if you ever need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you, in the same way that you're here for me. Each person is an intricate piece of infinity. I feel like if you could see what I see, then we as humanity could be free. I'm here for you, not for any self-centered reasons, because existence is interdependent and all's related, connected as different manifestations of one single mind. You ain't isolated from the world, even though it feels like that sometimes. I see the hurt when I look into your eyes, how you struggle to hold it and keep it bundled inside. It drives a dull blade deep in my heart, it makes me wanna cry. So I offer you a hand to help you wash away the rainy skies. I'm running out of words, but I haven't yet made my message clear. So if none of this makes sense, I just want you to know I'm here. As a musician, as a friend, as a teacher, as a student, to grow and realize that everything's in constant movement. Each problem that we face is just a part of this movement. It seems hopeless, but if we stick together we'll get through it, and return to the essence from which we've been uprooted, and wake humanity from these illusions. The second you can look into the sky and see your own reflection, you know you're headed in the right direction. The river ride ain't always smooth, but with it I live, and everything is perfect just the way it is. We gotta learn to see the beauty in each moment of life. Everyone has different paths and we're seeking the light. The world is divided between peasants and kings, but the truth is everybody's looking for the same thing. Now I want you to know the role you play's part of the whole. Without you it couldn't be, and I mean that with compassion. So if you ever need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta man. I'm ask for me. All you got it, man. I'm ask for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man. I'm here for me. All you got it, man.
You are about to embark upon a fascinating adventure into well-being, a journey which will leave you with a lifetime method for gaining unequaled health of body and mind and the sense of a new life.
There is an ideal, some kind of structure. There is no
Everybody makes their own fun. If you don't make it yourself, it ain't fun, it's entertainment.
Here to break my own ball and chain, holding the plight to be completely sane. Nothing's to gain if image blocks the only chance for change. When I expand my range, the world stands as judges. Don't think music defines my carry. These songs ain't me, they're just documentation of momentary thoughts. Nothing set in stone just because it's sold and bought. Your expectations in the category of placement, but a renaissance man sits nowhere particular. Every seat is vacant to a songwriter, comedian, method actor, author, MC, carpenter, producer, engineer, shit talker, hustler, musician, architect, businessman, student of the scene, and human being. If you give a damn, no matter what side you see, it's just one side. No matter how much you think it means, it's just one side. My depth is only as shallow as time and spaces. This is just one of my many eternally changing.
The artist does not himself necessarily agree with the opinions and beliefs expressed in the following text. Any and or all statements regarding truth, reality, God, etc. should be viewed as narrative contrived by the artist for entertainment purposes only. The artist hereby disavows his own personal responsibility for any paranormal activity related to the listening of this album. The listener listens at his own risk and will hopefully have a safe, yet fun and expansive trip. The characters in this album are very real and reside inside the space-time continuum known as the artist's head. The artist solemnly guarantees that you will love them in addition to the assurance that the preceding statement was a lie. Oh yeah, by the way, you're in for some weird shit.
The experience that dates logic and paves an agnostic place to lay indicate a toxic waste. So most carry identity paraphernalia to familiarize with smiles and meaning painted on a robotic face. But not this man, he played the bucket with his hands and got paid. But whatever changed, people were dropping his can. 23 years ago he was a lawyer by description, but I guess all of a sudden he resigned from that position. But I've never seen the sky quite as clear as his eyes, as his blistered fingers beat down on the plastic. And in a twisted sort of way, it all makes sense. While they rush to die, he provides a soundtrack so tragic. He sits on the corner of 7th and 1st, and I was thirsty for the answer to a question anyone would nurse. One day I asked him why he gave up his career. He said I didn't, I just took off the name tag. Then he added, make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you played. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you played. So I took in what was said, but I didn't accept it. Well, maybe I did, I mean I just wouldn't admit it. I was too committed to the belief that all the hard work of now will improve my future existence somehow. So I said you don't accomplish nothing sitting in the street, and I'm sure you barely survive off the pennies you gather. He said, to your surprise I make enough to eat, and I accomplish just as much as you, only I stopped pretending my job matters. He looked me in my face and told me I was a puppet, and what I do's no more important than playing a bucket. I still hear his voice when I set my alarm before bed. I never could wash what he said out of my head, so fuck it, it goes make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make
money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. See, I can dress myself up in a white coat and say I'm a doctor, carry an eye by my belt buckle with a gold badge and say I'm a cop. Or maybe I'm just a sloppy, lazy, crazy carbon copy, part of the heartlessly deranged nation that gave in a generation ecstasy underwater. A forgotten survivor with a mind washed and slaughter. I've watched your offers, caught your calls, and called your forefathers my bosses. Lost it all in the name of gaining enough to spend, consuming the useless. Don't spring your doom from the head, my friend. See, when I saw my man playing away in his drum, something clicked in my brain and I became less dumb. I'm working for breadcrumbs, pretending there's a meaning, but my employment's just a bucket I'm desperately bleeding. And one day I'll be old and retired, looking at my life like what a waste of good fire. All because school never taught me how to be inspired, and the job concern and finding myself just wouldn't hire. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. But hey, here's my application. How much do y'all pay? while to realize we was on the same page. We just go about reading it out loud in different ways. I ain't the only person that's traveled through this maze. Not really sure whether it's me or them, I was crazy, making a hole in every symbol system to rekindle the vision that lost its position as boss. The superstition sitting in a time machine, a bleeding mind, dreams, a beating blind steam to give the crime scene shine and gleam. I'm no longer a Boy Scout, cause punching myself in the head won't necessarily get that voice out. That's something no one ever took the time to point out, but I had to learn to whisper before I could enjoy shouting. Periodically I feel like I've wasted my breath, and all I've got to show for it is paper stained ink. But I ain't really tripping at the end of the day, cause life is experience, and that's how I won the right to think.
Trying to find an identity, rhyming in verse of the negative vibe by the mind, spending century folk in a room to force in the path, consume every inch of my interest and it's me to break out the trap, essentially distant, mentally out, eventually snap, eventually foul this functional prune, groomed to numerous thought plume tumors and musical wounds, and my shadow proved to be my only tribune. And it taught me never to abuse a full moon, it's not suitable. Sometimes you gotta lose control to gain the kind of truth, to hold the rain that falls, don't bruise my soul like it used to. I'm used to it, and now I'm just working on smoothing out the kinks. The circuitry allows some headroom before the brink. So what do you gotta tell me that I don't already know? Just shut the fuck up and let me grow. I learned from my mistakes and I spotted with these disruptive plates. So call it what you want, but this is how I won the right to think. It's how I won the right to think, y'all. It's how I won the right to think. It's how I won the right to think, y'all. I was scared to death, barely slept, ailing breath, prepared to step from where I wept and shed my tears till no nightmares were left. Ahead by years, but no one cares to see the prayers and sweat. They just wanna share the nest and earn their percent in turn. Let it burn till the ashes isolate the cold ground. On that I stood, but on this I stand and hold down. I used to be the seed of this ghost town, but that was then and this is now. That was then and this is now. That was then and this is now. The war between the old brain and the new brain was won when the prehistoric forfeited alien strangles reptile and migrates towards inner peace. Caveman dies quiet, the cries, riots, and fires cease. No one saved my seat when I decided to rise and slay the beast. I just shut my eyes and gave my speech, but I never could have known I would become my own missing link. And it feels greater than I thought, that's how I won the right to think. It's how I won the right to think. It's how I won the right to think. It's how I won the right to think. Now check this out. My man Musa, he got the right to think. He got the right to think. My man Ali, he got the right to think. He got the right to think. And the Lowe's, they got the
special young girl, from her neighbors to her teachers. Some labeled a prodigy, others called her a genius. It was amazing the way she played the violin. It made it hard for people to believe that she was only 10. But behind every brilliant mind there lies a monster. This one just so happened to be her father. See, daddy was sick, he'd get a rush by playing touchy-touchy, telling her to keep it hush. This was a secret way of love, and that he needed someone he could trust. Fucked her head up, saying if mama was alive, she'd be so proud of us. So she'd hide her desire to die, but if you paid close attention, you could see the sorrow in her eyes. Walking around in the only real hell, no one would ever think she'd have such a story to tell. Afraid to go home, afraid to talk, afraid to cry. She was too young to even know why. And every day she go to the river with a message in a bottle, saying, please God help me, I don't wanna live to see tomorrow. Each day she's found for a tiny shred of hope, just to wish the bottle would stay afloat. But every single solitary day, the bottle seems to sink. I don't know why, but the bottle always sinks. She never sees it happen, but the bottle always sinks. Now only the bottom of the river knows what she really thinks. She made that violin sing with so much pain, you could almost hear it scream through the strange vibration. What was once sweet and innocent is now rotting, cause a psychotic father chose to grow the flowers of the pure and sacred. Her instrument was her only tongue to express the infinite abuse in its depths. At night the footsteps crept to her door and she began to shake and weep. And with tears rolling down her cheek, she pretended she was asleep. When the nightmare was over and the sun dawned its light, she'd retreat to the same place she always did, rip a page from her diary and write with all her might, then send it off into the current, determined to find a destination. Go to the river with a message in a bottle, saying, please God help me, I don't wanna live to see tomorrow. She's found for a tiny shred of hope, just to wish the bottle would stay afloat. But every single solitary day, the bottle seems to sink. I don't know why, but the bottle always sinks. She never sees it happen, but the bottle always sinks. Now only the bottom of the river knows what she really thinks. A victim of her daddy's hands for so long, she lost the will to move on. Sick of picking up the violin to hide from what's wrong. Exhausted with staying strong, she tried to play the bright side but couldn't bring herself to make nothing but sad songs. Sick of that sick feeling that stays in her stomach. Sick of waiting for a rescue by someone who found one of her bottles. Sick of keeping daddy's little secret. She got up at the crack of day and smashed the violin into pieces, then proceeded to walk towards the river with a plan. Only this time her diarrhea bottle was in her hand. Just walk with herself away from the hill, not knowing that the river bottom lied all the cries for help. It was weeks before they found her dead body. Some fishermen reeled it from the water like something from a detective novel. Diagnosis suicides, then from desperation, cause near where she drowned they found about 500 messages in sunken bottles.
Young, beautiful people of the universe, this is Eyedea. 2 steps ahead of myself, following you blindly. Set my faith on fire, but the real arson was bad timing. Walking through walls never seemed so uninteresting. You make magic mundane when you put the suicide in sexy. IV upon request, I'm finally walking on my own. Mama was a coma, Papa was a rolling kidney stone. Send me home with enough thread to keep my wounds closed. Here lies the truth was tattooed on the tombstone, the wounds torn, leaking worms out of its newborn scorn. Your perfume performs plastic poetry on my human form. Warm bacteria glowing in the dark, flash cooks the psyche. All Mikey ever wanted was all of her heart. I'll go for a short walk in the long run. When the spores spread to the lungs, it's all nails through the tongue. Fail to accept it all comes to pass. Fight me slow, fuck me fast. You're still my friend, take off the mask. When I heard I've got this perfect little medicine, bright enough to blind the sun, it makes my itches interesting. I'm a slave, you're a story, but your bravery is boring. Lick your lips, point them at my heart and cut it open for me. If this was heaven, it would have a better backstage. The director keeps pressuring me to act my age. Maybe she's right. If I could squeeze a bit of life out of this empty page in the book of love, maybe I'll push and shove my way through this rainy day. Changes in the brain made the chains decay. My prescription angel, come and take my pain away. Play your guitar, try to sing out my cough. Found a treasure chest of pleasure, excess marks the spot. Screw in the screws tighter, clip the loose wires. I was truly inspired till my muse told me she's too tired. I had it coming, pulled the label, didn't read the warning. Running can be habit forming. When I heard I've got this perfect little medicine, bright enough to blind the sun and makes my itches interesting. I'm a slave, you're a story, but your bravery is boring. Lick your lips, point them at my heart and cut it open for me. When I heard I got this perfect little medicine, bright enough to blind the sun and makes my itches interesting. I'm a slave, you're a story, but your bravery is boring. Lick your lips. And one more. When I heard I got this perfect little medicine, bright enough to blind the sun and makes my itches interesting. I'm a slave, you're a story, but your bravery is boring. Lick your lips, point them at my heart and cut it open for me. When I heard I've got this perfect little medicine, bright enough to blind the sun and makes my itches interesting. I'm a slave, you're a story, but your bravery is boring. Lick your lips, point them at my heart and rip it open for me. I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. Should I do a couple more or something? Yeah, okay. Totally do. Dude, totally get wicked on this crap. Hey, what's going on? This is Eyedea.
Story I want to tell y'all. See, it was September 1st, 1999, the day of my death. My back was on the cold concrete as I took my last breath, and I saw my body laying on the ground as my soul hovered above it. Damn idea, he was a good-looking cat. But anyway, another day at 18 years of age, stepping to heaven's gates, anxious to see what God's got to say. Maybe he'll give me a gift for always saying my prayer, but he might send me downstairs for last year's love affair. Well, who cares? You know, right now it's all a mystery. I mean, I'll find out when I get there. Until then, I can't let it get to me. I'm keeping my cool. Besides, everybody dies. I'll just follow the white light like they do in the movies. It seems like hours went by and I'm still traveling right towards the brightness. Now this ain't heaven or hell, this realm is lifeless. And I hate to say it, but this wild goose chase had me bored. No directions, no clues, and no idea what I was in for. But then forward I kept floating, and in a quick flash the light split directly in half and created a forked path. Representing each side was an angel. Now what's the task I have to untangle to meet the big man in charge, I asked. And the one to the right of me said, one of us always lies and one always tells the truth. Ask the right one the right question and he'll direct you to heaven. But if you ask the wrong one, son, farewell, you're going straight to, well, y'all get the picture. And the one on my left told me not to listen to his fibs. He said it ain't that complicated to find out where God lives. He told me to follow his path and tell God he said hi. Then the one on my right jumped in and told me not to believe his lies. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't care much for life, but I'd have tried to stay alive forever if I knew this is what death was like. I was never good at problem solving, especially in emergencies. I get a tad bit nervous when concerned with burning for eternity. But anyways, I asked them which one lied, and they pointed at each other. And thinking I had it, I asked them the name of my mother. One said he don't know, the other said he know, but he can't tell me. God damn, this is gonna be hard. And so I asked like 30 questions and I still wasn't sure. Then being me, I got pissed and gave them pricks a few good words. Frustrated with it all, I turned my back to the angels. And when I walked away, to my surprise, I found myself in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Kinda just turned around from the whole situation, rejecting everything that was going on. That's how I walked into heaven. I walked away, walked straight into heaven. Walked away, walked straight into heaven. Walked away.
Hey, you now, this is Felipe Kwame from the Los Nativos Crew, Rhyme Sayers Entertainment. I'm up in the studio with my man Eyedea. I'm up in the booth doing the wild and the running man, looking for the keys to my lowrider. Yo, y'all might think he's a cool cat, but this dude be acting weird.
Why they always looking at me like there's something on my face, man? No matter where I go, I'm always feeling out of place. And I know I'm not your regular, I got a different taste. Probably cause most of my life's been right in my basement. I didn't watch a Super Bowl, don't drink alcohol, don't carry ID, don't go to the mall. I'm extra argumentative and really good at fast talk. I can't dance or sing, but I can rap my ass off. Hey, my voice is unique, I'll leave it at that. But no rapper you know has the ideas I have. And it ain't like the skin color really is significant. Wouldn't put you in a category of art, gaff, or idiot, but I don't try to fit in. My life's like a novel of science fiction. My mission is to get into your mind and make you listen and rewind what you were missing every time that you insisted to be blind. I paint a picture with a rhyme and climb an instrumental high behind a picket fence, flash a little wickedness in mind. Winning this, so you better bet on me. I only smile in public if I got a lot of energy. Don't go to the doc, I got my own remedy. And I almost forgot, I got a really good memory. I know a lot of people that'll tell you that they hate me cause they know I bring out the weird side. Some say I'm a genius, others say that I'm crazy, but they all say I'm a little on the weird side. It ain't like I can help it, it's the way I was raised, and so I'm living every minute of the weird side. It's a ticket for the train, pay a visit to my brain if you wanna know about the weird side. It goes dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I only write with a certain type of pen. Switching from an itchy introvert to loudmouth. First thing I do after I buy a CD is open it up and see if my name's in the shout-out. I read books on yoga and quantum mechanics, psychology, philosophy, peyote, and acid. I like Jimi Hendrix more than any rap shit. My favorite movie's Dr. Strangelove. That's a classic. Never had a fist fight, got knocked out one time. Stupid motherfucker thought peace was a gang sign. Yo, I never liked the circus, I was too afraid of clowns. 20 years in the same city, still don't know my way around. Still get lost inside of my thoughts, saying dumb jokes just to hear myself talk. Yeah, I know my clothes probably need to be washed, but I like them, and if I didn't, I would take them off. I know a lot of people that'll tell you that they hate me cause they know I bring out the weird side. Some say I'm a genius, others say that I'm crazy, but they all say I'm a little on the weird side. It ain't like I can help it, it's the way I was raised, and so I'm living every minute of the weird side. It's a ticket for the train, pay a visit to my brain if you wanna know about the weird side. It goes dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I'm not accepted by any certain group of people. I'm a walking, talking freak show, but now you know my speed. Hey, everybody's weird, you know that's true. I bet you even got a little bit of weirdness in you. My lyrics are new depression and in essence repression. Unprecedented identity representing the quest. I guess I'm just ahead of my time, playing my pedigree. I'm telling you a tale of a dime, embellished with melody. Who are you to say I got a few loose screws? Do the tools humans use can never measure my texture. Extra, read all about it. Ideas and extraterrestrial. Don't let them touch you or even sit next to you. I don't bite, so you're wrong, and it makes me right. Song after song, night after night. Then I spit my words into the mic, and the crowd reacts nice if it's something that they like. Now is that so strange to want the attention? If you think I should change, man, save your suggestions. I swear someday I'm gonna be somebody's hero, but until that day, I'm just another fucking weirdo. Like that sometimes I see the hurt when I look into your eyes. How you struggle to hold it and keep it bundled inside. It tries to throw blade deep in my heart, it makes me wanna cry. So I offer you a hand to help you wash away the rainy skies.
I'm running out of words, but I haven't yet made my message clear. So if none of this makes sense, I just want you to know I'm here. As a musician, as a friend, as a teacher, as a student, to grow and realize that everything's in constant movement. Each problem that we face is just a part of this movement. It seems hopeless, but if we stick together, we'll get through it and return to the essence from which we've been uprooted, and wake humanity from these illusions. The second you can look into the sky and see your own reflection, you know you're headed in the right direction. The river ride ain't always smooth, but with it I live, and everything is perfect just the way it is. We gotta learn to see the beauty in each moment in life. Everyone has different paths and we're seeking the light. The world is divided between peasants and kings, but the truth is everybody's looking for the same thing. Now I want you to know the role you play's part of the whole. Without you it couldn't be, and I mean that with compassion. So if you ever need anything, I mean anything at all, I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. I'm here for you. All you gotta do is ask, man. Ask for me.
Thank you.